There is a rare and magical kind of forest in the American West. This forest is ephemeral, springing suddenly into being. We never know where it will appear next. It is the home to a unique community of plants and animals. This fleeting forest is as ecologically valuable as our treasured old-growth forests, and even more scarce because it's so short-lived. In momentary magic, it flowers and thrives for just a handful of years, providing home to a ride of life. Countless creatures come from miles away to partake of its seemingly endless bounty. This is the intensely burned forest. It begins with a lightning strike deep in the forest. A tree ignites and a fire soon spreads in a natural event that has been repeated innumerable times for millennia. Native beetles sense the smoke and heat from miles away and immediately swarm in huge numbers to the newly burned forest. These beetles deposit millions of their eggs inside the dead and dying trees. The beetle eggs soon hatch into larvae, which feed upon the sapwood under the blackened bark. Rare black-backed woodpeckers also sense the fire and flock to the burned trees to feast upon the superabundance of beetle larvae buried within. Woodpeckers are designed especially for drilling holes into freshly dead trees and extracting larvae with their long, sticky tongues. They use their specialized heads and bodies to excavate safe, protected cavities in the dead trees where they raise their chicks. When woodpeckers are finished using their cavities, other birds that cannot make their own nest in these abandoned holes. The seeds of specialized shrubs and flowers, which have been waiting for fire to open them, begin to grow in the soil enriched by the burn. These blooming annuals and perennial shrubs attract legions of insects which feed large numbers of bug-eating birds. Some birds, like mountain bluebirds, house wrens, lazuli buntings, and black-backed woodpeckers are hardly ever seen in unburned forest. Mammals, too, thrive in these intensely burned forests. Mule deer congregate to devour fresh vegetation made more nutritious by fire. Small mammals, like deer mice and voles, increase dramatically after a fire, eating exposed seeds and new vegetation and finding shelter under fallen logs. Naturally, the abundance and variety of small mammals and songbirds attract forest predators seeking a meal. But this magical forest is short-lived. As soon as the fire has cooled, the forest that was there before begins to grow again. Beetle droppings and bat feces accumulate at the bases of burned trees and nourish the soil, thus helping the next generation of trees to grow. As the dead trees begin to fall, the wood decays and further fertilizes the forest floor. Just a few years after the fire, the green forest is already returning. The creatures that depend upon the freshly burned forest must move on, waiting for the next lightning strike to create their magical and fleeting habitat.
Crawl into a hole and sing. to the ground. Take your small white flag and wave it